Everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about Zoom. I know in your Zoom training yesterday and today, they're encouraging you to use recurring meetings and setting up times for your classes. However, there's another way to do it that I think is a little bit simpler, and I just want to make sure you knew that. So I'm in my hack again. If you scroll down from the home under the quick links, hack applications, scroll down a little bit, go to Zoom video conferencing and click on that. It'll give you two more links, and you want to click on Zoom login. From here, you're going to click on sign in, and then you can, like they were showing you, you could click on schedule a new meeting and go through the whole process of setting up a Zoom room with its own specific link for every single class, and it would be recurring. Personally, I think it's easier if you click over to personal meeting room. You should have this as an option now because all of your accounts were converted to pro accounts. This is basically like a 24/7 meeting room that you can use at any time. And when I do the department and discipline meetings, and also the meetings this week, I use my personal meeting room. It's just easier because I don't have to set a date and time, and I don't have to set up as recurring. You can see here, this is the web link that you would give to your students. I recommend going over here to copy the invitation, and you can click on copy meeting invitation, and then you could go over to your email, or in D2L if you want to do the email, put your student emails in, and then you could copy this information in here. You don't have to put all this. I usually take some of this stuff out just to make it cleaner. This is the actual link right here, and if I press enter after it, it'll make it a hyperlink, and then your students can actually click from within here using control and click. That will open up the meeting room. It doesn't have a waiting room like was described yesterday. It's just a meeting room, so it'll let them go right into it right away. And when that happens, if someone goes into my meeting room and I'm not there, it sends me an email to let me know that somebody's in there. This is the meeting ID, which is the same number that's up here. This information here is if students have the ability to use One Tap Mobile from their phones. What it's doing is it's giving them a phone number, and then it's entering in this meeting ID automatically for them and the pound sign. But students can also just dial in here with various phone numbers, and they just have to enter in then that meeting ID if they're joining by phone. If they're joining by computer, then they just need this. But sometimes if you have a student who maybe can get on the computer and can see you, but they have no audio, what they can do is dial in with their phone and they'll have audio as opposed to trying to do it. So it's kind of like they'll have that visual with you and with whatever you're presenting, but they'll be able to actually hear what's being said and talk through their phone. So just something to keep in mind because your students may struggle with that technology piece next week. I always delete this out. We don't use this, and just to keep it cleaner, I take it out of there. So what you could do is then send this information to your students in every class and say, hey, we're going to be meeting at our scheduled class time. You know, this is the time. Here's the link to get in. Here's the phone information if you need to come in by phone. For those using smartphones, they can download a Zoom app as well. If they want to join by Zoom on their phone, and that way they'll have video through that mechanism. So again, I just want to show this to you because this isn't dependent on date and time. You don't have to set up recurring meetings. I just thought it would be easier for you. So if you have any questions about this, certainly let me know. Thanks.